I'm Todd Muckerhide with CDO Technologies, and I'm a technical sales consultant, and I've been with the company for about 5 years now. And before jumping into today's topic, where's my stuff, I want to set the context as to why today's presentation is important. So we understand today companies are under a lot of pressure. We understand that the COVID-19 virus has created an unusual business disruption. For some, this time is an opportunity to look at their processes and make changes. For others, they are looking ahead and anticipating that they're going to be asked to do more with less as the business activity ramps up. We want to help companies improve their operations and succeed in this unusual business climate. Again, today's topic is where's my stuff, using automatic identification technologies to track and locate items. And in the next 15 minutes or so we have together, I will share thoughts on asset tracking and visibility. So who is CDO Technologies? CDO is a systems integrator and minority business enterprise. We're located here in Dayton, Ohio, and we are a 25-year-old company with over 350 employees, and we're focused on systems integration of new technologies such as cloud solutions, cybersecurity, and AIT. Today, we're going to focus on the automatic identification technologies such as barcodes, GPS, and RFID. For 25 years, we have applied these technologies in unique and insightful ways to improve an organization's asset visibility, quality, increase production efficiency, and reduce waste. So what do? CDO helps companies solve their business problems. Okay, for the agenda today, the intention of this webinar is to give you an overview of asset tracking. In our 15 minutes, here's what we're going to cover today: the asset tracking problem, asset tracking benefits, asset tracking versus ERP, putting asset tracking to work, and realizing ROI, or realizing your return on investment. Also, please use the chat feature if you have a question, and it will address them at the end of the presentation. Likewise, I'd be happy to talk with you one-on-one to learn about your unique application and your unique environment and answer any questions that you might have. And my contact information will be at the end of the slide presentation as well. So who has the problem and who benefits from AIT? All companies in all industries have the problem, where's my stuff? From a large law office who misplaces their case files to a lumberyard that can't find a 2-ton stack of wood on an 8-building campus. The issues are similar, the applications and environments are different, and the CDO solution is unique. We design and tailor the right solution to your application and environment. So what's the problem? There are 3 components to the problem, so let's break these down. First, what do I have? The typical issue is what assets and how many are in the truck, in the shop, or in the staging area. Employing an asset tracking solution provides answers to those questions, what and how many. Second, where was it last? Simply, I need some clue as to where to begin to look for my asset. The asset tracking solution provides the last known location for every asset in your system. It also provides a timestamp and log of where that asset has been. And finally, where's my stuff? Now that you know what assets you have and how many assets you have and a last known location, you can begin your search at that starting point. As seen in the picture, the gentleman is using a mobile RFID scanner and the Geiger counter feature to zero in on the asset he wants to find. Asset tracking benefits. Reduce search times. Using barcode or RFID technology, you'll have physically scanned all assets so you can locate your raw materials more quickly and reduce delays on the production line. Shipment verification. It's all about getting the right product to the right customer. Validating that you are shipping the right product to the right customer 100% of the time has a huge impact on customer satisfaction and customer loyalty. Tracking transfers. Employing asset tracking technologies to track transfers between departments or buildings or various company locations significantly improves your organization's efficiency. Now, I'm sure you can think of many more benefits, but these were just a few key examples. AIT versus ERP. Quite often, operations managers tell me they don't need an asset tracking solution because that's what their ERP does. So what's the difference? Let's first talk about asset tracking. An asset tracking solution physically sees the asset. So the asset is scanned using barcode or RFID or even GPS, and its location is logged. Often with an ERP system, an asset may be manually recorded or electronically scanned, but then placed into a location that is different from the assigned ERP location. So now you have the asset located on rack 13 instead of rack 31. So using the barcode or RFID scanner, both the asset and its location are electronically captured and updated in the software log. So you have an accurate location for the asset. Therefore, the asset tracking solution has physically seen and recorded that asset at that location. Now you actually know where that asset is. Now on the other side, let's look at ERP. ERP systems are good tools and have their purpose in providing lots of information. However, ERPs typically do not track assets well. ERP systems are dependent on infrequent manual asset counts, and an asset's location is input to the software without verifying it was placed in its assigned location. That's the key. It's rarely verified that it was placed in its assigned location. How often does it happen where the ERP system shows 5 widgets in rack 13 when in fact you have 3 widgets in rack 31? The ERP system virtually shows what the software thinks it has, when in reality, the actual assets and their locations are quite different. Bridging the gap between actual and virtual. So here's some good news. We want to work with your ERP systems or your warehouse management systems or inventory systems. We can communicate with any ERP, inventory system, or warehouse management system. We can link the actual world with the virtual world to give you better visibility to your assets and give you better value. Realizing your ROI or your return on investment. I'm just going to highlight 3 for us today. So what if I could locate my raw materials more quickly? Then I could reduce delays on the production line. What if I had a better visibility to my finished goods in staging? Then I would not miss or delay shipments, and I would improve customer satisfaction. And what if I could find part A to marry it up with part B? Then I would not have to produce more part A, which produces more waste, and I could reduce the interruptions to the production schedule. Again, solving any of these issues will result in cost savings or increased revenues. And again, I'm sure there's more of these type of ROI improvement areas that you could determine for your own operations. So what are the implementation considerations? We've discussed the benefits of AIT, and you may have ideas starting to form in your own head regarding where you think you can apply it. So how do we go from an idea to implementing a solution? Our vast experience in AIT implementation with clients from many industries will allow us to help you through this process. One key is identifying your primary issue. Simply, what keeps you up at night? Is that we're going to work with you to get to know your current process so that we can design a solution that works and meets your return on investment needs. For example, is using a handheld scanner appropriate for the goals of the project, or would fixed readers provide more value? So next steps. First of all, my contact information there on the right-hand side, Todd Muckerhide. If you would, please give me a phone call or shoot me an email. Love to talk with you. And like the first step says, let's just have a phone call. Let me get a chance to get to know you, get to understand your operations, your kind of unique applications, and your unique environment. And then steps 2 through 5 will, of course, involve more conversations and other team members as we work together to kind of design the solution that is tailored to your needs. And now we've got some time for some questions. And I've got one here. As I mentioned, you mentioned communicating to ERP systems. Can you connect to JD Edwards? Yes, we can. We can connect to JD Edwards and any other ERP system or warehouse management system. We can even communicate to homegrown ERP systems. Basically, what we do is we'll have our software developers talk to your team to identify the data that needs to be shared, and then we'll develop an app or some software code to allow that software to communicate. We've got a second question. The person asks, we have multiple issues regarding tracking stuff. How do you know where to start? So all clients we work with have this same problem. There are probably at least 10 different issues that are causing problems in your operations today. So where should we start, or what's the most important area to start in? I kind of focus on this. What is the problem that is keeping you up at night? What is the problem that is impacting the most people? Ultimately, what is the problem that is costing you the most money? I call that your primary issue. We want to work on the primary issue because that will give us the best chance for a significant ROI when we solve that issue. Also, and I'm sure you're aware of this, if an issue is only costing you $10,000 a year, your leadership team probably doesn't get too excited. But if you have an issue that's costing you $100,000 a year, then you're going to get your leadership's attention. So you really need to look at the cost of your issues, and then let's work on solving that primary issue. All right, everybody, thank you again for joining us today. We've recorded this presentation and we'll be sending it out. And again, I'd be happy to talk with you one-on-one about your unique application, your unique environments, and answer any questions that you may have. So please just either give me a call or shoot me an email. Otherwise, have a great day.